Hey guys, this is Mike Gable, True Lacrosse, doing a blog for this week, a video blog of the 2011 Rochester Rattlers training camp. Living in Chicago right now, first time for me to actually be playing for an opposing team as opposed to Chicago. Want to give you guys an inside look. Heading to Rochester. It's 7 a.m. in Chicago right now. Heading to Rochester. Practice starts around 5 o'clock, so I got a 9 a.m. flight. Wanted to show you some of the show you guys what it's like to be a professional lacrosse player. Pretty sweet setup. Not that many people on this plane. Rochester. So I just arrived in Rochester, checked into the hotel, rooming with one of the other players, defenseman on the team. Going to grab some food before we have camp. We start up camp in about 6 hours or 5.5 hours. We got to get physicals before we hit the field, and then yeah, get after it. So a little view of the La Quinta Inn here. This is where they host all the MLL players in the area. It's great, good stuff. Makes you feel like a good professional knowing that you got a good bed here. Great view of the landscape here, if you guys can see. Pretty sweet stuff. They got a good parking lot. But yeah, we'll be checking in right before we head out to the field.
This is not gonna be quick. Are you blogging this right now?
I might be. But we got to meet with the doctors at 9 a.m. Make sure everybody's good to go. Fill out all of our medical forms and stuff, and make sure we are good with that. But yeah, should be a good time. So we'll be checking in a little bit later, and yeah, so that's the training camp for you. So back in the hotel room right now after training camp. Went all right. It was a good, nice day out. Saw a lot of shots. A lot of guys. We were down a couple guys. Some guys are still playing indoor, but it was pretty good. Right now we're in the hotel with Jack Garber right over here, and JoJo Godoy, who's actually in the bathroom right now. We're playing a game. It's called 20 Questions. That's on Akinator. It's an app on it's on a Droid, and the way it works is that you think of somebody, and then this droid, Akinator, or whatever you call it, can tell who you're thinking of. So we're actually going to we're thinking Johnny Utah from Point Break, a great movie, and we're going to try to figure out if it can figure out who we're thinking of. All right, so we're thinking Johnny Utah.
It's going to football. You're stumping it. Paul Crew from The Longest Yard. It was closer with Shane Falco.
Yeah.
What?
It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. We did it one time. It worked. Yeah. So we got the second day of camp. It's morning session. It's about 10 o'clock. It's a beautiful day out. I'll give you guys a good look at the field here. Overall, no injuries or anything like that. Just got a little bumps from seeing some shots on the ankles. But overall it's a good 2 days. I feel like feeling good in the cage. Finally got to use my stick after making sure it throws all right. But yeah, no, it was good stuff. And then we get back at it next Saturday. So back to the normal True Lacrosse job, and working with everybody, making sure everybody's getting better at lacrosse. And yeah, I will be checking in next week. Bye. So a lot of you young players usually ask me, what do I do to get my goalie sticks ready for games and stuff like that. I just got a brand new stick strung up. We can get a good look at it right there. A little close up. I had one of my True Lacrosse All-Stars named Scotty from Illinois. He goes to Wabansie High School. He's a goaltender himself, and he strung this guy up for me. One of the things I normally do, I just got out of the shower. As soon as I get a brand new stick, all right, brand new stick. Usually the mesh is a little too rough, and to loosen it up, I'll take every stick, I'll put it in the shower, and I'll actually put it in the bottom right here. And then normally what happens is I'll soap up and do whatever I need to do in the shower, and all the suds and stuff like that are going all over the stick, and it kind of softens up the mesh. Yep, that's just a little trick I always do with my goalie sticks. Something that you young goalies can do as soon as you get a brand new stick. You can start making sure it gets nice and deep, and start soften up that mesh so that every time you get the ball, you're not giving up rebounds. We want to make sure we maintain possession every single time. So it's a little tip that I use, a little true lacrosse goalie tip that you guys can take home with you. Thanks. So I'll take a ball, I'll put a ball right there, and then what happens is, if I can, since I'm in a hotel, it's a little tough, but I'll fill up some water here. Ideally I want to use ice, and I was just walking around the hotel for about 20 minutes looking for an ice machine. I don't think they have one. And we can take this and just put some weight on it, a little bit of weight. Oh, shoot. So yeah, I'm going to use a toilet. There we go. Here's a toilet. I put some weights on it. Just like that. Yeah, practiced a lot of fun today. My goalie stick didn't make the trip this time. Somehow it got lost at the airport. So the idea, I don't know if you can see, we got the weights on, we got the ball. So while the stick is starting to dry, it's starting to weight on the stick. We're just where we want it to be. And then as it dries, that'll keep on pushing the weight down and keep on keeping that pocket nice and deep.